Welcome to Halas Beer Hall. We're your spot for the grit and passion of Chicago sports. From the gridiron battles of the Bears to the diamond drama of the Cubs and Sox. Grab a cold one, settle in, and let's slapshot our way from the United Center to the Lakeshore Drive. This is Halas Beer Hall, where the game never ends and the passion never fades.
It's a pleasure to see you, especially on a noteworthy event like this one.
Big time players make big time plays.
I mean, I never heard anybody say I'm going to Cleveland on vacation.
I'm not a very good catcher. I'm much better at getting high than getting low.
That's where Hank decides.
Pretty much, I just hit record, so we're just going now. So,
okay.
However you feel.
Okay, let me start with this then. You guys are going to get eventually, if your viewership numbers boost, you guys are going to get absolutely ripped. And be like, you don't know who fucking whoever is? How?
We hint at that.
Yeah,
we were
the
like,
first episode where we're
know.
going to get crushed.
Well, the funny thing was we fucked up about some Blackhawks player, and my dad called me. He's like, "You're an idiot," and he's like, "That guy was a beast." Blah blah. And then in the second one, I tried to apologize for it. It turns out I said his name wrong. I said the wrong guy again. So I just fucked him twice.
No, you got an apology in the bank on that other dude then.
Yeah, so it's like a pretty much any time we fuck something up, the next episode we're just like, yeah, I just want to apologize for.
Say I'm sorry.
You got a corrections area.
We'll get it next time.
Also, to our listeners, apologize for taking so long on this third one. We had life stuff happen, and
a lot of stuff's going on.
Hopefully, we'll get them out quicker. Go ahead, Hank.
I was going to say, you'll notice that it's just me and Connor tonight, and Aaron is not here because he's doing something else somewhere.
He went to the Avalanche game in Colorado, so
Ooh.
I don't know how that comes into Chicago sports, but we'll have to ask Aaron next time.
Yeah.
So is he betraying the Blackhawks? I don't want to put that smut on him, but maybe.
I'll have to rip him a new one.
Yeah.
But yeah, Connor, you want to introduce our guest?
So we have our first guest on the Halas Beer Hall. Welcome, Samwise Kirschenheider, our friend from way back in the day, a very knowledgeable sportsman, and just a generally great dude with great opinions and likes to partake in the libations. So perfect for our podcast.
That's
so.
Thank you. Yeah. Avalanche don't play tonight though. They play tomorrow. Last night, yeah, they won. So I guess it was worth it.
Yeah,
it was worth it. It was worth it for him to make it out there. But Sam is he was born in New York. Lived there till how long? What age were you when you moved to Chicago?
13, I think, thereabouts. 12, 13, something like that.
Damn.
So I was
there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we have a New York fan on the Chicago Sports Podcast, but it's okay because I feel like he likes Chicago teams too. So.
Yeah, most of the time. I'm excited about the Bears. I say that. I know you've been chopping at the bit, so you can talk about that. I think the Bears will be quite good this year.
Oh.
And maybe for a while, we'll see.
I've already been making bets with Packers fans like an idiot, so
there's
hopefully that doesn't.
The war might have turned on that one. It might be a new Donovan. You know what? I shouldn't even say that. What the hell am I thinking? Yeah, I've been here long enough now. I should know better than to say that ever about the Bears. But
I have thought the Bears were going to beat the Packers for the past 8 years, and
good. I mean, if you're not thinking that, what the hell, right?
Well, you're like 2 years short because I don't think we've won 10 games against them. In like that, literally the streak is 10 games. We've lost 10 straight.
Yeah, so.
The streak's 0 right now, though. It's starting anew.
Oh, dude.
Hey.
I keep saying it.
Let's get into it. The Bears drafted Caleb Williams, the man of the hour.
First overall, baby.
We did a lot of hating on Caleb the first one, maybe 2 episodes, but I'm fully on board, and I'll paint my fucking nails if we win the Super Bowl, dude. I don't give a shit. Like,
if we beat the Packers, I'll paint my nails. Fuck it.
Caleb Williams paints his nails and has a pink phone case, and you know what? That's totally okay with us because we don't judge unless it's about sports, which he plays, and I'll be judging the entire season. So
If he wins the Super Bowl, he will be, I don't know, he'll be anointed in Chicago.
Yeah, he'd literally be another Michael Jordan, like anointment, like literally. He will be. It's just like a no hold
the
bars.
hype is so great right now that oh, did Aaron record any points and send them to you?
No, he hasn't sent them yet, but he might. We'll see.
Let's just read some of Aaron's points that he sent to me and Hank earlier.
I honestly didn't even look through those. So that was on me.
So, holy shit, Aaron sent a lot. I don't know if I'm going to read all these. So, he said he loves how big of a personality Caleb has or is. It's what we need in Chicago. He said, I love his bromance with Rome. Rome Odunze is who the Bears drafted 9th overall this year. Huge for the Chicago Bears. That is going to be a duo for the next 5+ years, hopefully. I pray to God, please, Lord, we need that.
Yeah, they did well. You know what? They did not fuck it up. That's all they had to do. They had to just not fuck it up, and they didn't. And that's amazing to see that happen.
Sam, this is directed at you, I guess, from Aaron. He said Malik Neighbors looks miserable in New York for the Giants. Probably wishes they took Odunze and he came to Chicago.
Yeah, that's accurate. You want me to add to that?
Yeah,
add
go
to
for
it.
What do you got?
Okay, I'll add to it. Yeah, no, I like Malik Neighbors a lot. He deserves better than the team into which he is now going. I'll say that. I think the Giants did as well as they could have. I don't think it will help. I don't think that the issues they've had offensively with my man DJ, with their line play, with having no reliable weapons. Neighbors seems to be well developed. I think any of those top wide receivers are going to come in and make an impact in the league. The top 3, who I was looking at their potential number 6 first-round pick would have been Harrison Jr. Not happening. I didn't think he was going to fall that far. In fact, this draft was quite chalky to my mind, but I liked Neighbors over Odunze at 6. Either one of them, I think, are going to be fine. I think, Aaron, you are correct that any self-respecting, capable wideout is going to be a little apprehensive about being the prime target for Daniel Jones in New York. All right, I'll say this. I think they are, you heard it here first, they're going to be the worst team in the league. The New York Giants are going to be worse than Carolina, worse than Jacksonville, whoever.
Really?
I'd be happy to be wrong.
Pretty good, dude.
Yeah, we'll see.
I mean, that's a great.
I will say this,
prediction.
dude. I did like who you guys drafted this year in the New York Giants thing in their draft. It was pretty good. Hey, at least you didn't do the Atlanta Falcons. I just want to thank the Atlanta Falcons for drafting Michael Penix Jr. I like Michael Penix Jr. Think he's a stud, but that opened up Rome Odunze to fall to the Bears, I think.
Yeah.
And thank you. I did see who was in the general manager's office or wherever they were drafting from on the Atlanta Falcons. And let's go back 2 years when Lovie Smith and the Texans beat the Colts in the last second of the game so that the Bears could get the first pick in the draft. Now, we traded that first pick in the draft to the Carolina Panthers. And who did the Panthers draft? Bryce Young. And what did the Bears get for Bryce Young? Well, let's see. I have it right here.
Oh, are you doing like the butterfly thing? Like it's just like cascading?
So, From us trading the 2023 first pick in the draft, Bryce Young, to the Carolina Panthers. Thank you, Lovie Smith, for that. We got DJ Moore, stud wide receiver. We got the 2023 first round pick. I think it was 10, and we traded back to 11, and we got Darnell Wright, stud. 2023 second rounder, we got Tyreek Stevenson, stud. And then we got a 2024 first rounder, which happened to be the first pick in the draft, and that was Caleb Williams. And then we also have a 2025 second rounder. So thank you, Panthers. And then here's another thing. And thank you, Lovie Smith. Thank you, Panthers. Here's another one. Who was in who's with the general manager of the Falcons when they drafted Michael Penix Jr.? The old general manager of the Chicago Bears, Ryan Pace, was in his ear,
dude.
And they drafted him. I want to thank you, Lovie Smith. I want to thank you, Ryan Pace.
Thanks,
I want to thank you, Carolina Panthers. Because
wow,
let's go.
I didn't know that Pace was in the. Oh man,
dude, I was watching the draft live, and I saw as soon as they made the pick, Ryan Pace just up shaking people's hands, and I was like, damn, that was sick nasty for the Bears, dude. Let's go. Whoa.
I remember
Laszlo's making noise.
polls in a Twitter post, polls or whatever the newsroom polls was getting asked the question. He's like, so how'd you feel when, the Arizona drafted so-and-so over Rome? And he just looks at him. He just looks at him and he just like smiles. He's like, it's just how the cards fell, dude.
That was amazing. So, you guys, we might as well bust into it early. You guys want to do a trivia pick or a trivia question?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Well, first, one more thing on the Bears draft. Did you guys see who we drafted third overall? Not third overall, but third in
Third pick
in our
for the Bears.
So we drafted a guy named Kieran Amagaje, I think. I'm probably butchering that name. But he's from Hinsdale. His dad golfed with Matt Eberflus, and they belong to the same golf course. And a year or maybe 2 years ago, he saw Matt Eberflus at the golf course, and he was like, remember me. You're going to be drafting me one day for your offensive line on the Chicago Bears.
No way, dude.
And so if you look up the call of them calling him to tell him they're drafted, he talks to Matt Eberflus, and he's like, do you remember our conversation a year ago? And he's like, well, welcome to Chicago Bears. And then, dude, his whole family goes crazy. It's so beautiful. That was such a nice moment, and I'm just like, let's fucking go, Bears, baby. I'm so pumped. God damn it.
Didn't he also come out and say he's like, Bears down till I die?
Oh, yeah, dude. His tweets have come out from like 2020, and it's just all him being like, Nick Foles is the reincarnation of Jesus Christ. The Bears need to release their entire O-line right now. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, thank you, baby. Dang. Home run in pizza? Oh my god! Oh hey, got a nice couple slices of home run in. Got to keep it kind of Chicago out here in the West Coast. So, know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Sorry, I just had to yell at my baby to get me a beer too. No big deal.
Ruthless. I've been chugging mine, and mine's an IPA. I'm a fucking idiot.
Nah, dude.
Yeah, I
keep
got
chugging.
an idea too. I figure if you're gonna do something, do it right.
Yeah, I mean,
How personal can we get? Can I give you congratulations on here, Connor?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, well, Connor Dolan, the man, the legend, is going to become the married man and legend in 3 weeks? Thereabouts.
Oh, thank you, dude.
that he is.
Oh.
That he is. Damn, he just got smooched by his lady.
Thanks. Sometimes you get a beer delivered and a smooch, you know what I'm saying? And also, thank you, Sam. Thank you
Sometimes
very much.
life is good.
Hell yeah.
Hey, It's been a great few days. Bears get Caleb Williams. Bears get Roma Dunze.
Okay, so let me come in with this, since to me, I mentioned it felt very chalky to me. I don't think there was a lot of surprises. A few. You mentioned Atlanta. Did you ever think there wasn't a chance when Fields was traded? Did you think there was any possibility of anybody else being the first overall for the Bears?
No. Like, literally, like, all the media
No.
coverage was insane, where, like, if they didn't pick him, it would have been, like, the craziest upset, like, gamble I've ever seen.
If the Bears didn't pick him, it would have been the most Bears fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. But then also, I think the city would have burned down.
Heads on spikes.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, no, the whole stadium would be on fire.
So
Oh, yeah.
after day one of the draft, when the Bears just did this, I think Chicago sports fans were the most united they've ever been in the entire existence ever. So, if that shows anything.
Yeah, it's you get a lot of opinions out here. I know I'm going to bring it back a bit. This is something I believe you talked about on the first or second cast here. I was big on the JF train as well, the Fields Express. I said, he's never had a shot, give him something. And as soon as I heard about the train, this is going to sound probably a little cynical, and I do hope he takes the job in Pittsburgh. I hope he does great there. I hope he makes it to an NFC championship and loses to no, is Pittsburgh the AFC? Am I fucking up right now? I probably am.
They might be. I don't know. They might be in the
Whatever.
AFC.
Whatever championship I hope he makes it to, I hope he loses to your Bears, because he deserves to get a shot. But damn, if they did it right. It looks like on paper right now they did it as well as they could have managed it to set up success for Caleb coming in. And you guys know this better than I. That's not necessarily the status quo in Chicago sports. You hope for the best, expect the worst, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. The AFC, the Steelers are in the AFC North.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Just looked it up.
Well, now I got you guys, Pete, on this for most boneheaded
Welcome
comment,
to the
probably. I'll make some
pod.
more.
Oh, dude, don't worry. I've looked like a fool on here. So, but if the Steelers made the Super Bowl and the Bears made the Super Bowl and it was Justin Fields versus
Dude.
Caleb Williams, that would be a weird fucking feeling.
It would be an
Very
insane feeling.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard on the last pod, Sam, if you listened to it, but Hank and Aaron made a bet when Fields would take over the role as starting QB in the Steelers.
I think I gave Aaron a little bit more leg on that one, because I was thinking Fields would start like week 1, but I think I gave it till week 3 now.
I think it was week 3.
So like if he's not starting week 3, then Aaron wins the bet. If Russell takes the job,
He
essentially.
might win that one. No, I think it's Russ's to lose. I mean, he's going to have to.
Oh yeah.
They're going to go to him until they don't. So, injury or, I'd say really despicable play, but they're not that type of organization. It seems like where they'll try and ride the hot hand. So, I would say 6 to 8-ish. And that would mostly be a concern about durability on old Russ's part. But you know what? If this is something that helps Justin get a better second chance, restart, whatever you want to call it, sometimes the match isn't there. Talk about neighbors being miserable in New York. I hope not. I fear that might be the case. It's, probably won't be his fault, but it's not. Sometimes it's not the time nor the place.
Nope. And we don't need to talk about the Steelers. It's a great time for Chicago Bears right now. But what I will say is that Justin Fields on the Steelers, Russell Wilson the Steelers did a good job because they got Russell Wilson, and the Broncos are paying basically his entire salary, and then they got Justin Fields for a 6th-round pick. Could turn into a 4th-round pick, but that depends on if Justin Fields plays more than 60% of the games or something like that. So we'll see.
And I think you should be excited for the Bears. I
Oh.
think that, I believe I'm paraphrasing something you said, Connor, that there has not been, on paper, I don't want to get ahead of myself, there has not been a situation like this that I've seen for the Bears. What he's going into there, especially with the addition of Rome as well, to that already rugged offense.
Oh, yeah. Dude, this is the best the Bears have ever set up a QB ever. They're notorious for fucking a QB's life up. This is the best they've ever done on having weapons around them. Our defense is great. The coaching seems to be... We got Shane Waldron, new offensive coordinator. Eberflus was great as a defensive caller last year. Like, I don't know if that means he should be a fucking defensive coordinator or a head coach, but... we'll see. But hey, they won the last few games of the season last year. Things were looking up. That Browns loss was brutal, but hey, that's last year. This is this year, baby. Let's go, fucking Bears. Fuck the Packers. I fucking hate them.
I mean, if anything, like from last year when we had the whole like defensive coordinator issue going on, drama, and then like Flus took over, pretty much the Bears were like bottom of the barrel defense, and then like Poles went and got who did we get? We got
Montez Sweat.
Yeah, Montez Sweat. And then like all of a sudden, like the calls and everything, we became the second best defense. And now I hear people...
our defensive coordinator left in the weirdest, bizarrest fashion. There was like a bunch of like Twitter rumors that he was like child porn or something. I don't want to put smut on the man, but there was like something on his computer, and that seemed to be false. And he just like left, and it was the most bizarre shit ever. But then Eberflus took over calls, and then our defense was just like immaculate. So
yeah, I mean, people are saying that the Bears actually have the number one defense this year, or at least close to it already,
dude. And we just got a new edge rusher in the draft. Here, let me pull up his name. 5th round, 144th overall, Kansas defensive line, Austin Booker. So good luck, Austin Booker. We're depending on you.
Crush him, Austin.
Yes.
Go get him.
But now, boys, well, should we do a soundbite? What do you think? Do we do trivia and then move over?
Let's do trivia, and then we do a soundbite from the game that you guys went to.
I have stories about the game that we went to as well. So, all right, I'm gonna dig deep here in these cards. All right, what is the hardness that you guys feel? You know what? I'll do a 3. It's right in the middle of the road. All right, so. Sam, with these trivia cards, it's a game called You Gotta Know Chicago Sports Trivia Game. And each card has 4 questions on it. And then each one has 4 questions. So here's the first question. You guys ready?
Yeah, hit me.
I think Aaron has the most right.
He's at like 5 right now.
Hank has like 2.
Yeah, I got 2.
All right. What Northern Illinois quarterback finished 7th in the Heisman Trophy balloting in 2012 and 3rd in 2013?
What was it?
Northern Illinois quarterback. I think they're the Huskies too, right? Am I wrong?
No, well, wait, Northern. Is that DeKalb?
Yes, it is.
Oh, God, dude.
And I should know this one. No, I shouldn't.
The lawyer I know in New York would kill me right now because I bet you she knows.
I wouldn't have got this if you tied me to a chair and said you're gonna cut off all my fingers and toes unless you tell me an answer. And there's no fucking way. I would have been like, cut my shit off. So it is Jordan Lynch. Never heard of the guy in my life.
Yep.
I'm gonna get flamed for that probably, but it's okay.
Gonna have to do an
So-
apology to Jordan Lynch.
Apologies to Jordan Lynch. Never heard of you, Buster. But all right. The second question: what bronze medal-winning figure skater at the 1988 Olympics in Calgary earned her medical degree from Northwestern in 1997?
What? We're getting on like a totally different sport we don't even follow.
Dude, you don't follow women's figure skating?
I don't. I'm sorry.
You got a medical degree. That's pretty damn impressive.
Hey, pretty impressive.
Northwestern? Again, I'd call up my Northwestern people. I just don't know.
Okay, we're gonna so Debbie Thomas. Congrats, Debbie Thomas. But I
Congrats,
also
Debbie.
have no idea who you are.
I don't know who you are. She sounds like a terrific woman, though. Doctor, skater.
Seriously.
Yeah. I'm just gonna tell you guys right now, we don't know any of these questions. So maybe skip to a different card or
Do
something.
do you want me to ask Sam a New York question? Off the
Yeah,
off the
Yeah, give me a
cuff?
New
I
York
would
question.
love
Let me
that.
embarrass
I would
myself
love
there.
that.
Lee.
I would love that.
Let's see. He would definitely know that one. Let's see if I can get a better one. Oh, okay. Here, Sam. You might know this from history. On what day was the first game played at Yankee Stadium?
Ooh.
I went way back on you.
The old stadium or the new one?
Just
OG, it's got
OG, yeah, Yankee Stadium.
So, I don't know the date. Okay. I think it opened up in 22. So, I'm presuming it's around the same start of the year. I'm going to say April 1st, 1922.
Dude, you were surprisingly close. It's like you're 17 days off and a year behind.
Oh, well, that's
April 18th,
20
1923.
Good job.
Well, thank you. That's
Dude, that's way closer than I mean, damn.
so they played at the Highland Field or whatever before that, and I believe
Yeah, they played their first
got me
game.
a Yankee history book
Okay,
for birthday or Christmas, so I know a little bit more about the history after reading that. But their last field, I think, sank into the earth or something like that, or is flooding or something.
oh damn. That's wild.
I have a Yankees question for you, Sam.
Absolutely.
Okay. Which Yankee on the 2024 roster struck out twice to Mason Miller in 2 days?
I'm gonna say Aaron Judge, but is that it? Is it Judge? Oh, okay.
Juan Soto.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sorry, I had
Okay,
to do a nice
well-
little dig on you real quick.
I should know that. That one I should know. You know what, Mason Miller, you're apparently a terrific pitcher. I salute. God bless. Hope you get out of Sacramento or wherever they're playing now.
Yeah, the Oakland A's are almost as sad of a franchise as the White Sox, but not quite, but almost.
I mean, since we've kept going with this pod, the Sox have just keep going downhill into the pits of hell.
Dude, they've actually won
they
2 in a
lose
row.
today?
Oh,
They
two in a
won
row.
2 in a row today.
They
won
broke it.
today.
It's historic.
Guess what? We're 26 games into the season, something like that. And the Sox finally won their first 2 in a row, and they have 5 wins. So
Yep.
Jesus.
they are fucking awful. Oh my god. Sorry,
Sox fans, you deserve
Sorry,
better
Aaron.
than this team.
We deserve a better owner, let's put it that way.
Yeah,
Start at
we've
the
already
top.
we've threatened to send them anthrax.
No,
on this
we
podcast.
haven't. We just
No,
no, we
way.
haven't.
You guys would never do that.
I would never do that.
There's
No.
no way
Never.
you would ever make a threat against someone on a public platform.
There is no way.
Or ever.
And
Why would we ever wish harm upon anyone, regardless of how greedy they might seem or duplicitous, lying to the fans, to the players? You know what? No,
Hey.
never mind.
There's a guy by my last namesake that owns the New York Knicks, and I feel that you have similar views on him.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, he just opened
You know
the
what?
Vegas Sphere or something like that.
Yeah, the venue of the future. Okay, well, we could talk about the Knicks a little bit. I think
Yeah, they're better than the Bulls.
they're better than the Bulls. Might be better than Philadelphia. Remains to be seen. Jalen Brunson's amazing. That team, your man in charge over there, Tom Thibodeau's done a lot to help
Bulls
turn that
coach,
team around.
Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah. So yes, I think I disagree with some of the ownership. I'm trying to toe the line very delicately so I don't just lose. It's too. What are we? A half hour in? It's too early for me to.
Dude, you guys
Rant
need to drink
insanely.
up. Drink up
Yeah.
so we can hear some fucking rants. Let's go, baby.
I'll wait till the
Alright.
Knicks lose. You can have me back on when they get bounced in 7 games by Philly, and then I'll give some. Right now, I don't want to jinx it. I don't want to put that bad juju on them.
Yeah, I'm
I guess
over
I
here.
just did by saying that.
You know what, dude? I'm rooting for the Knicks. I want Tom Thibodeau to win a fucking championship, dude. And I like Jalen Brunson. I like Mitchell Robinson. You guys got a good team. Good team. Is Taj Gibson back on them too?
No, Taj Gibson is retired, as far as I know.
No, he came back this year. I think. I don't think he's on the Knicks though. But
Not on the Knicks then. He
Yeah.
I mean, you guys already talked about the Rose era Bulls a bit on here, I think, but
I mean, yeah, but you can
that was
you can let
bad.
us know how you feel because we know
That was
you're a
the
fan
best
too,
ever.
dude.
yeah, there's again, I'm paraphrasing, I think, but one of the great question marks for Chicago sports to see that team, that talent, and
that heart and passion.
that playmaking ability on the court, all of them, everyone on that team played to a T their role. And to have it
Injuries.
end that way, it was, I don't know if it's the precursor to the modern era of NBA where you look at guys getting injured and, it's a 5-on-5 sport. It really makes a difference. It's why these guys can make the moves they do and add super teams or whatever you want to call it. But I do miss, you talk about unity in Chicago. I think the Bulls, there's always going to be Sox Cubs, which is great. I love the hatred there. But when the Bears do well, the Bulls do well, it does tend to make the city a little more
And the Blackhawks.
Yeah,
Blackhawks too. Yes. I apologize. I forget that. That was no, I guess the first was 06 coming here, but then the Hawks really drew me in during that run. I know you guys were there watching it as well. So, well, I think
Well, no. I think this is an honorable mention. Hank, our other co-host of the show, he used to have very sick Blackhawks parties. What were they called?
we were calling them. We just called them Hank's Hawk Days, but it was just in our my parents' basement, dude. And it was like there had to be at least on average 10 to 15 people, if not more. And it got wild down there. Like we had
and it was
we had a horn and everything. Like every time they scored, we'd ring it and then play the song.
dude. The one party we went to there, I mean, there had to have been 30 plus, and then there was like, I don't know, everyone's wearing Hawks jerseys. We had pizza. Everyone. So a lot of people from our hometown, we all worked at the original. Well, the second Aurelio's Pizza in Homewood, Illinois.
Yeah, it's considered
So a lot
the
of our
original.
friends, yeah, it's considered. Yeah, a lot of our friends from that area, we're big Aurelio's guys over here. I know Dave Portnoy at Barstool has given us a terrible rating, but Aurelio's is fire. Just gonna throw that out there. So
Need to have a
Dave,
different variety.
You're great, but you're wrong on this case. Aurelio's is great.
Aurelio's is great, and that's coming from a half New York boy right there. So
Oh, I'm gonna get some flack for this. They're both great. You get good pizza a lot of places: New York, Chicago, Detroit.
yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
I wouldn't say you get flack. That's just like every area has a
Pizza's
specific pizza. Yeah, dude, pizza's just good. Like it's
Pizza's good.
It's just a great food.
Where is there not good pizza? Where's terrible pizza?
Here,
Seattle
like-
or
there's like two-
Oregon.
there's like 2 good pizza places in Portland, and I don't like to go to Portland for obvious reasons. I'm not trying to get into political debates out here, but there's obvious reasons to not go into Portland, Oregon. I'm just gonna say that. So
Yeah,
Pizza.
we've yeah, just the pizza. Don't go.
boom.
The Pacific Northwest needs to work on their pizza game. Apparently,
Yes, they do. There is
Probably
a
good
guy
seafood, though.
There is a guy out here. His name's Jerry, and he's from the south side of Chicago, and he started a tavern pizza place. Well, it was just out of his house during the pandemic, and he makes like crazy looking, really good tavern style Chicago thin crust, square cut pizza. And yeah, I gotta try it. I haven't tried it yet, but online it looks amazing.
I think Aaron and Kelly have tried it. I believe. I want to say, or there's a different one, but yeah, I think that's
he
the
has
only one.
Well, I don't know if it's anymore. I think he just got a place, but when he was doing it out of his house, there was a 2-week.
Yeah, he sold
list.
out like
Like,
literally
you had to-
every day.
Yeah, so you had to be on a list, and then it was like a 2-week wait until you got your pizza. So pretty crazy. So anyone that wants to open a Chicago pizza spot out in the Pacific Northwest, you would rake. So
I mean, I know Aaron goes to a couple like specific. I don't know if they're like Bears bars or whatever, but like out in Seattle.
yeah, there's a couple.
Like you open up any like pub pizza joint, you would make a killing. Same thing in Vancouver or Portland.
This is a good transition. So in Seattle, about 2 weeks ago, me, our buddy Little B, and our buddy Jeremy and Skylar and Aaron and Kelly, Aaron's fiance, we went to a Seattle Mariners versus the Cubs at Seattle Mariners Stadium. We saw Shota Imanaga pitch, and the Cubs beat the brakes off these fools, and it was amazing. And I interviewed a dad and his son who were sitting behind us. And you want to play the interview?
Yeah, I can play an interview. Let me just get it up for you boys, and then we can listen to it and talk shop.
All right, we're here with, what's your name? Mike. Mike, we're here with Mike. How do you feel about the Cubs game tonight?
They're up 4-1. I feel great. I have a few drinks in me, not too many, just enough. I'm eating a good sausage dog with some good people, more Cub fans.
Let's go.
It doesn't get any better.
Let's go. All right, and who called the Seiya Suzuki home run in like the second inning?
Gosh. All right, here's the play-by-play. What's your name?
Connor.
Connor, the host, your host, said, and I'm not kidding, I witnessed this. He said, I'm calling a Seiya homer right now. And I think the pitch was already on the way. But it had not reached the bat. I can attest to that.
Hell yeah.
It had not. And it was deposited into the left field, I think the bullpen.
Yes, it was. Yes.
And you called it, and I was so impressed. I said, what are you drinking? It's on me.
He bought me a Modelo. He's the man. This is the man right here. Whoever's talking, he's the man. So, what? Oh, okay. All right. His son's coming back right now. All right. We got questions for him. All right. You have an amazing Chris Bryant jersey on right now.
Thank you, sir.
How do you feel about the Cubs game right now?
I'm feeling good, but we got to keep pitching well.
I believe in that.
Defense is going to be fine. pitcher's got to be able to get some guys out, man.
Do you think Seiya Suzuki, who's up to bat right now, is going to hit a home run?
This at bat?
Yes.
No, but he's going to hit a double in the gap, and he's going to be an all-star this year.
Okay.
Really?
I believe in that. Let's wait and see. Here we go.
He struck out.
He struck out.
Not quite what I said, but close.
Hey, beautiful.
Hey, a double is 2 bags. He struck out twice. It's close.
It is close. And your name is
Hayden.
Hayden. So we got Hayden and we got Mike. And I'm an idiot because I didn't remember Mike the first time, so remember that. Hank,
That's all right. Nobody remembers him.
Hank, no. He is the man. He is the man.
Right to him. Damn. Well struck, Belly. Well struck. Right to him.
All right. And good podcast.
Yes.
Mike and Hayden, shout out.
Yeah, shout out Mike and Hayden, dude.
Hayden.
Hope they
Oh
listen
my
in.
God. Dude, they took down the podcast info, but it's been like 2 weeks now, so they're probably, who knows if they'll see it. If they do, you guys were awesome. Had a blast next to you at the game. Thank you for the beer. And let's
Call
go
every
Cubs.
pitch a home run. You'll get them. You'll get them eventually.
Even though the Cubs just lost 17-0 today.
I mean, yeah, but still.
So let's tell us about your feelings on this. I think Milwaukee might be punching a little bit above their weight. You
They're
think
fakers,
the Cubs?
dude.
I think that the Brewers, they got beat pretty handily, not as handily as the Cubs tonight by the Red Sox, but I think there's reason to feel good if you're a Cubs fan for the rest of the season. You agree?
I agree 100%. I think the Cubs, Justin Steele is injured. Cody Bellinger is injured. And they're 17-10? They've been crushing. Christopher Morel might have just got injured today. That kind of sucks. But we're just calling dudes up and throwing them in the rotation and throwing random guys out there. Well, it's not random guys. Pete Crow Armstrong's a G. But, we're throwing young dudes out there, and they're crushing. And they're living up to all the hype. And it feels great. It's I think the Cubs have a very good outlook for the rest of the season. I think we're a playoff team. Hey, we need some magic to go farther than that. But you know what? Wrigley's got some magic, so
You better
it's a
hope.
possibility.
You better hope they get to 93, otherwise that 50 mine.
They're gonna
93,
get to 93.
huh?
They're gonna get to 93, Hank.
Yeah. Connor's got the bet with me. 93.
So I was a little loosey goosey on the first one, and I bet Hank 93 wins, but I bet Aaron over 83 wins. So if anything, those will just cancel each other out.
There you go.
Thank you, baby.
Well, what are they on pace for right now? They're on pace for more than 93. I know that doesn't mean anything, but
I think they're on pace for 100-ish, but I don't know.
I could say 100. Well, I don't know.
Whoa.
That division tends to play hard. I know they all do, but playing Milwaukee, playing Cincy, Pittsburgh, Cardinals.
The Reds, I'm not worried about any team except for the Reds and the Pirates. And I know that's weird to say because they haven't been good in recent years, but Ellie De La Cruz looks like a superstar in the making. O'Neal Cruz just needs to get his strikeout rate better. But oh yeah, we hear you. Oh, okay. Sam, you there?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I think the Cubs are the Cardinals suck. The Brewers are punching above their weight. It's really going to come down to who can last longest, injuries, shit.
Sam, are the Yankees looking like they're going to hit playoffs, you think, this year?
Of course.
That's a good question. So I want to say, Connor, I agree with a lot of what you're saying about the Cubs. This is just how my mind works with it, but I do see them a bit comparatively to the Yankees right now, who have both had their ace go out earlier before the season. And I'll say about the Yankees, I have been mistaken. I thought going into the year, tonight and a few other examples notwithstanding, but I thought they would crush, absolutely clobber, hit 10 runs a game, and also give up 12 runs a game. So far, they've been winning when they've won. When they've lost, it's pretty straightforward. Nobody does anything. It's, you get shut out by Toronto and swept, get shut out by Oakland. It's not, when no one produces, it's terrible to watch. And I ran to tear my hair. But when they have won, it's been a combination of excellent across the board, starting pitching in depth, going deep, and with small ball from guys who look at Anthony Volpe, for instance, who started off on an absolute tear.
Yeah, he's
won
a
several
good young
games for them
stud.
almost single-handedly, and now has cooled off quite a bit, as teams are going to do in April to May. The season hasn't even started yet, really. But you get guys who can put in work when they need to. Verdugo, Oswaldo, a few other examples, and then you get the nights like tonight where everyone and their mother is feasting. Judge, Rizzo went deep. I love to see that. I think that's 3 in 5 games for him or something like that. So
like that.
the problem to me was, for many years now, you didn't really have guys who could step, or guys who weren't capable or making the moves to step up in this situation. So if you had a cold streak from someone like Judge, and Aaron, you're going to be just fine. If by God's word you watch this ever, you'll be fine. You're going to crush going forward. May is going to be terrific for you. But if Judge wasn't producing, Glaber hasn't produced really, you didn't have guys who could step up behind and make those clutch hits, the place to put them on top.
I think what you're trying to say is that the Yankees spend almost more money than everyone in the entire league except the Dodgers. They should be beating the fucking shit out of teams, and they are doing very well, but
they're not beating the shit out of them.
They're not beating the shit. They just lost to the A's twice.
Wait, they lost the A's?
Twice.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
But hey, they're in first place. They're doing fine. It's the fucking Yankees. That's why people are like, fuck the Yankees. But hey, you can't argue with they're a legacy franchise, amazing team. They have great young players. They have great veterans. Aaron Judge is one of the best players in the league. Juan Soto, maybe the best player in the league.
Well, Juan, you're fantastic. Stay in New York for 10 years. Pay him his money. Come on, guys.
There you go. There you go.
I got a question for both of you. So, because Connor Cubs and Sam Yanks. So, both those teams play each other the September 6th, 7th, and 8th this year. You guys got any?
I know, at Wrigley.
Yeah,
First time at Wrigley in 8 years, something like that. 7
4
years,
years, something like that.
Yeah, you
guys.
Really?
You
guys got any predictions on that? What you're thinking right now? We could bring you back in, Sam, right after those games, and we can talk shit or get shit on.
It depends on injuries for the Cubs, but also it depends on this. The Cubs bullpen, their closer in particular, is the roughest spot maybe in Major League Baseball right now. Adbert Alzolay blew 4 saves already. Hector Neris, every time he pitches, it looks like he's going to give up 7 runs, and somehow he snakes out of it. I have no idea how. He walked the first 2 batters the other night, then somehow got out of it. It's just
wild ride. Yep.
Oh, God, it's nerve-wracking. I'm getting texts from our friend Matt Reed at fucking 1 a.m. like, the Cubs scare me. I don't know. I'm fucking blah, blah, blah. It's just like, I'm like, yep, I know, man. It's a roller coaster every fucking night. So, But Hank, I know you're a White Sox / Cubs fan. if I do say so myself, that's the worst type of fan I could ever imagine
I am
in my
the
life.
worst type of fan.
But how do you feel about these? How do you feel about these Chicago teams this year?
I mean, so obviously the Sox are in a rough spot and they need help. Owner be damned, whatever. But like,
someone quote that they need help.
Yeah, they need help.
I'm gonna quote Charlie Murphy. We just gave him some help.
There you go.
That's true.
The Cubs seem like they've been coming like ever since they won in 2016, which I was downtown for that game, and I didn't go to sleep until 5 a.m. in the morning. It was insane. You can still see our building. What was the game that we played?
Yeah, so in MLB, the show 2023.
Yeah, you can see the building we lived in.
At Wrigley Field, if you look in the back, like dead center a little bit, well, not dead center, so a little bit to the right in center field, you can see their old apartment building that we used to like party on the rooftop.
It was awesome.
And Hank had the sweetest spot. Yeah. It was like what, the fucking 4-room suite at the top of an apartment complex, like 2 blocks from Wrigley.
Yeah, it was insane.
That's insane.
Literally, like the town lit up. And nobody went to sleep till 5. It was wild. I had to work the next day, but still, insane vibe.
Insane. Sam, I told this story to Hank the other day. Actually, Hank was in town recently, and we hung out. But me and Sam were at Beano's, the lovely Beano's, the Cheers that's kind of sad, in Homewood or in East Hazelcrest, Illinois, and the Cubs won the World Series, and we were at that bar, and Sam ran over and picked me up and lifted me up as high as he could, and my head almost hit the fucking concrete ceiling. And then I just the Cubs won the World Series. We were all going fucking nuts, but that was a beautiful moment in my life. But yeah, I'll remember that forever.
Yeah, I mean, so
that's 8 years in the making.
Yeah, that was like my experience. That's true. With it. The Cubs ever since that have seemed like they're steady. They're able to make moves that are decent to stay around relevant, which is good, especially like you want to have a team like that has like that franchise, like not dynasty, but like they're able to be competitors and it's entertaining and fun.
Going to Wrigley, transition into the Sox now.
Well, no, I mean, I already talked about the Sox, and it's like we had something there, but then like obviously it's. It's weird. It's like multiple burdens there where it's like the owner, the coaching, I don't know, like GM stuff. Personally, like I think Aaron would have way more to say on it. That's like he has the fuel to talk about it, but
you can't find a first base coach.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we already talked about that. Where's the first base coach?
Yeah, Aaron is he's a diehard Sox fan, and I respect it, and I like that. When someone holds it down like that, I like it. He has to know that it's bad, and I kind of feel bad for him, but at the same time, I'm kind of like, fuck y'all, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. And then you got the Bulls, where it's like almost the same. It feels like the same energy of like things have gone downhill ever since the D-Rose era and like that team.
Oh yeah,
where it's like they're there, but they're not relevant enough to like be contenders.
It's continuity. It's just the same shit every year. Not adding players, not fucking going and not signing players in free agency, not signing people at the trade deadline.
The Bulls haven't made a trade for 3 years at the deadline, something like that.
Something like that.
They've been very content.
Yeah, and it's just like, for what? For you to make the play-in game and then you lose in the second play-in game? Go fuck yourself. Like, you're the Chicago Bulls, the most storied franchise besides maybe the Lakers and Boston Celtics in the entire NBA. You had Michael fucking Jordan, and what has happened since then?
Yeah.
The D-Rose era was sweet, but it was also sad. It was a sweet and sour.
It was like a Romeo and
as one would
Juliet
say.
story, you know. The team died in the end.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
since then, there's been glimmers of hope for the fans to hold on to, but all that really does is just make money for Jerry Reinsdorf.
I mean, if it says anything, that's Chicago sports, isn't it? Like what we said earlier, Sam. I think you said it perfectly. It was like something about hope is there, just enough hope is there, or something like that. I can't remember already.
Hope for the best, expect the worst.
Yeah, it's literally
It's not-
that's like the Chicago quote.
Yep, that is Chicago sports at the best right there.
Like we
Hope for the
want our
best.
teams to do the best, but it's like it just for some reason, in recent era, they've been up and down or not even relevant whatsoever.
Dude, I have been living on hopium for Chicago sports, I think, my whole life. I mean,
yeah,
2016 was a pinnacle. The Blackhawks did us well.
But again,
for
it's like
a dynasty.
That lasts for like how long? Like you get like that injection, and that was like 6 years. That was awesome. Speaking of like
Sam's over here like 27 World Series. Go fuck you guys.
No, I think you're right. I think a lot of what you say makes sense there. You talk about the love of a team. I think that's fandom. I mean, so the Yankees are going to play 135 more games this year, and I'm going to be crushed every single one. I'm going to live or die by them. Giants are going to lose 16 games, and I'm going to be crushed every single time. And that's fandom. Because if you stick with them, you root for them no matter what. And that's just the name of the game. Why? Everyone's got their own story for that, but it comes down to faith, hope, whatever you want to call it, and the something beyond yourself with it. Sort of
hopium.
Straining for the human condition. Yes, exactly. So I think I'll jump back a bit. So for the Cubs-Yankees series, you could talk shit to me more after the Yankees lose 2 of 3 at home to the White Sox in May, but the Cubs will be playing for it in September. The Yankees will be playing for it in September. So I think those will be great.
Those will be great
there.
games. Dude,
then
I want to make it back to Chicago for those games. But we'll see if that happens.
Dude, if you come out for September, let's go to the game. Fuck it.
Dude, us three, fucking Aaron, you want to come too? Let's fucking go, dude. I mean, I know you're not like really a big, Wrigley guy, and he's kind of like let's take the red line to the south side of Chicago, buy a beer from a little kid off the corner, and then go into the game with like a shitty hot dog. And he's one of those guys. But we're classy guys.
Now's now might be last season would have been the best time because the Yankees have won. They've won a lot in my lifetime, but they haven't won a lot for a while. So you probably get not so much flack jumping on the bandwagon now as opposed to when they win the series this year.
Dude, Aaron is going to be freaking out when he listens. He's going to be like, fuck you. That's so funny.
I mean, but like the thing is, so what'll be nice is what I think will be nice is like for at least the PM of that is if the Sox can do something where they actually like turn around, like Jerry doesn't fixate on his new stadium that he wants the taxpayers to pay. We don't need to get into it. I'm already pissed about it. But if he like can do something to make them competitive again, and it like at least be a contender, like even with the Cubs, like having that rivalry is so unique and cool, which I'm sure even New York has that, right? The Yankees and the Mets.
It's not the same, I don't think.
Is it not? Is it not like kind of close to that? Like kind of.
I mean, it's close probably, but it's not like the Laszlo. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Granted, it's been a while for me, but I would say what I've seen of Sox Cubs is it's a little Yankees Mets was never a huge. I mean, yeah, you get the local divisional rivalry, but more akin to. I think a better comparison would be something like the Cubs and the Cardinals versus the Yankees and the Red Sox, which even
Well,
that's kind of weathered
Cubs
out.
Cardinals. Cubs Cardinals is pretty intense though, because they've been
saying.
our biggest rivals forever. You know,
Yankees Mets rivalry was not as sharp toothed as Sox Cubs. Yankees Red Sox would be
Yankees Red
it's
Sox
comparable
for
to
sure.
the
Boston versus
Cardinals
New York,
and the
yeah.
Cubs. Or the Brewer. I mean, the division, you play hard against each other, and Milwaukee and St. Louis are terrific cities. Fuck the Cardinals. Fuck the Brewers. Fuck the
Amen.
Packers. Fuck the
Amen.
fucking who they root for now. Indy down there. Oh, KC.
Yeah.
Of course, they jump on the KC
Yeah,
bandwagon.
KC bandwagon.
Yeah, why not?
Hey,
Oh yeah,
hey, St.
yeah,
Louis.
yeah. Go Mahomes. Whatever. Nagy's got a Super Bowl ring. Fuck. You know what? I'm not gonna get too. Yeah.
Hey, St. Louis, where'd your football team go? That's what I fucking thought.
To Kansas City. They were always Kansas City fans. They always rooted for Kansas City.
The Rams
They certainly didn't
moved back
just
to
jump
LA.
in on 2019 with Pat Mahomes winning a Super Bowl and have been lifelong fans since then. There's no way that's half the
Dude.
population of St. Louis.
Don't bring up
St.
Bears
Louis, your
torture.
wonderful city.
Don't bring up Bears torture on this podcast, dude.
You mean Mahomes?
We could have
That goes back.
drafted Mahomes.
Didn't recently
Yeah.
Mahomes say that he was like, yeah, I was kind of upset that the Bears didn't draft
Well,
me.
he wore number 10 the game he played the Bears at Soldiers Field and torched Mitchell Trubisky. It just has like a fuck you, and I was like, damn, kind of cold blooded, kind of sick, but also
we fucked
fuck
up.
you. Yeah. Hey, you know what? That's a baller right there. I love that shit. If someone's gonna be like mean about it, like that's the warrior. I like to see that. That's why I love Michael Jordan, because he would just talk shit to you and then beat your fucking ass and be like, "That's what I fucking thought." Like,
You talk shit
Yeah, well,
and back it up, you're king, dude.
what was his thing? What did he say in The Last Dance? Like 30 times. He was like,
I took that personal.
Yeah,
Me?
I took that personally. So
When he comes in traffic, I got to admit, I took that personally. And that's why Jordan's the GOAT. He's the king.
dude,
And
no one is better
Mahomes-
than Michael Jordan.
You think how much do you think Mahomes was on Poles and Company's mind on Thursday night? It had to have been the entire time. We
What do
cannot
you
let
mean?
this happen again. We cannot let this happen again.
Yeah, no,
not
for sure.
Not your career.
Yeah, no,
The stigma of
Missing on a top-notch quarterback. Yeah.
there's no way it could have gone. I asked the question if you thought there was ever a chance. No, there was never a chance of it going any other way as soon as
No.
Fields was shipped off, because Caleb is going to be better than Mahomes. I shouldn't get ahead of myself there.
Yeah,
But
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Whoa. He's
But,
gonna win us like
hey,
3 Super Bowls?
If he could win us
In a row.
one Super Bowl, if we beat the Packers twice, or if we beat the Packers
you're
four
going to beat the
times,
Packers twice. You're going to beat the Packers 4 times. You're going to beat the
And
Packers 8 out of
win
the
a
next
Super
10,
Bowl.
I'll say.
Dude, we just need to win at Lambeau. Just win at Lambeau Field, please.
I've been saying it, dude. That's all I want.
I know you.
All I
Hank
want.
has been saying it.
All
Hank
I
has been
want in
saying
this
it.
season. This season that's coming
Just
up, all
win
I want.
at
Win at
Lambeau.
Lambeau, and then win at home against the Packers. Literally just win against the Packers. Done. Like, you already have me for the season. I will worship you for the next, 10.
Yes.
They
Hold
could
on,
win
I'm
the
gonna-
division.
I'm gonna get another beer real quick.
Oh, God.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get one too.
About a 3 to the White Sox.
I am now, yeah. But
Okay, cool.
Sam, if you go to the Wrigley game, I'll go with you, and we could just record some sound bites.
Yes.
course.
Interview people. Do what you need. Yes.
Mike
Also,
and
we
Hayden,
should
shout out again.
play another one of those sound bites in a second.
Which one?
For
do you
sure.
want?
Yes.
The one after the game.
Oh. All right.
Well, so here, let's do a little Seattle story real quick before that soundbite comes. So during the Seattle Mariners game, Also, shout out to Aaron. He's the nicest guy in the world. He let us stay at his house, as he always does, because he's one of the best guys in the world. And then he bought me a pack of baseball cards. And
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and just like showed up at my seats and gave me a pack of baseball cards, like a big pack too. And I was like, damn, dude, like what a good fucking guy. Also, though, at the end of the game, got so drunk that I spilled beer all over these cardboard baseball. It's like a fucking idiot.
Get him framed, dude. Get him framed.
But the Seattle Mariners game is fun as fuck, dude. Beers though, I went in. So now they have self-serve beer aisles. So you walk in, you scan your credit card and your ID, and you walk in, and you just pull beers off the shelf and just walk out. And then they like somehow charge your card. It's like the future or whatever.
They have a camera probably on you, and they see what you hold.
Yeah, and so then I'm like, I don't even know how much these 2 Modelo's were. Whatever, it's probably like $30, whatever. Get to my chair, it's like $37 for 2 Modelo's. It's like, holy shit!
You got that stadium price, baby.
I know, and I did that like 3 times.
Oh no!
God damn it!
And they wonder why everybody tailgates these games.
Yeah. Oh, dude. And by the end, we were fucking sloshed. Another funny story real quick. So at the end of the game, well, first of all, me and Brandon, we were like the only Cubs fans that went really, and Skylar, I guess, too. Brandon had bought this brand new, like really nice Cubs sweatshirt, like super nice, like almost like a hockey hoodie. But it had the Cubs logo on the front,
sick.
like the bear.
Okay.
And it was all like cream white on the top. And we're walking, and in Seattle at those games, you can buy like little fucking bottles of wine that are literally like, but they're like in a canter. So it's like in a little plastic tube canter, but it's like a bottle of wine.
Wow.
And you can buy them for like $30. And Brandon's walking with it.
I know where this story is going already.
Yeah, and we're walking, and so hammered. It's me, Brandon, and Jeremy in like a line. We're going to the bathroom. The game's over. I run by Brandon to go to the bathroom, and I hit him.
No.
And he sprayed wine all over his brand new cream hockey jersey hoodie, and then all over my like shitty hoodie that I can clean, or that I think I just threw it out because it didn't matter. But I didn't even know it. I didn't even know this happened. I just like walked by and went in the bathroom. When I came out, he was so mad, dude. Like I thought we were gonna fist fight, like in the stadium. He was so mad. Jeremy was like, dude, shit, like, dude, he's like, I didn't spill that on you. You got to chill. And Brandon's like, talk to him like, this mother, I'm going to kill him. Like, I spent $150 on this. Just red wine all over the hoodie. Like, oh my God.
Oh, I got to go get that professionally cleaned.
But we have a soundbite after that moment. So if you want to cue that,
Yes.
that up.
Yeah, let me Let me get that going.
Who won tonight? Aaron and Kelly. Aaron and Kelly of the podcast. Edit this out. Who won tonight? Edit this out.
Was there a game tonight?
Brandon, who won tonight?
The Cubs won.
The Cubs won. Jeremy, who won?
Baby boy won every night. Baby boy always wins.
Oh.
Skylar, who won?
Cubbies.
Let's go. Aaron and Kelly, who won again?
Oh.
Series is tied. We'll see who wins Sunday.
Yeah, who won tonight?
The Cubs won tonight. The Mariners won on Friday.
Yes.
I think the Mariners had it.
Indeed.
Kelly called it though. He literally was like, Cubs are gonna win.
All right, I think that's the end of the. Yes.
Kelly called it though.
He sounds remarkably put together at that point.
Who, me?
Oh no, Brandon sounds remarkably put together considering the rage.
I don't know if you could tell, but he was like, the Cubs won.
He's like, my damn.
You sound remarkably put together, considering you sounded about the same around the 4th inning from whenever the first clip was from.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that clip was from like the 7th or 8th inning, and then that was like after the game. We're like walking by the stadium or whatever. And then there is a first clip. Should we just play that one too?
Oh, you want to play? Yeah, I can play the first one.
Yeah,
it's
up.
Before the game. Yeah, it's before the game.
Load it up.
I want to hear this transition over time of Connor.
Now I'm talking. Okay, cool. And I'm talking on this one. This is the second mic. All right, Brandon, how do you feel about going to a Cubs game for the first time in a long time?
No Diddy. I don't know. I couldn't agree more.
All right, well, me and Aaron are here. It's about an hour until the Cubs and Seattle Mariners start, and we're gonna
try to figure out how to pace myself, but I really want more alcohol.
Yes, and
an issue. Oh, nice. Yeah, it is going.
And that's Brandon. He's talking. We are going to interview people at the ballpark, and we are going to make sure that we are not too drunk in the beginning, but I can't promise anything at the end.
At least the seats aren't so good that you have to behave yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. We can get a little.
The seats are not as good as we expected. Brandon failed us, and we thought we were going to be behind home plate, but actually we're off third base. So I'm kind of pissed about it. It's okay. We'll get them next time. But
autograph potential.
Autograph potential. Good.
Foul ball.
Close to some booze, foul balls. I know how to catch. Played first base. No big deal.
You can see the screen very well, so you can win the hat challenge or whatever, the hidden ball trick.
Shota Imanaga's pitching, so that's my boy. He's on my fantasy team. I've been talking about him. If you remember from the first episode, I talked about Shota being a game changer. But you'd have to go back and listen to it. Also follow me on Twitter at SportsBeerDog, and follow Aaron Petrie on
Twitter at, I actually don't know my Twitter handle.
It's AA Petrio or something like that.
Oh yeah, Aaron Petrie IO.
Aaron Petrie IO, and then follow Hank Kirkhoven on Twitter at GMNE, I think. Hank can edit that. He can probably hop in at this point. Kelly, what do you got to say about the game?
It's Mariners coming off a win, which means we'll lose. So congrats to the Cubs early on.
Well, don't jinx us. But
Actually, do jinx.
Go Cubs. And Jeremy, what do you have to say about the game?
Cubs for sure are gonna win.
Cubs are gay, baseball's gay. Let's party.
Well, see, now we can't add that in the podcast, so we got to be less homophobic and less racist. Actually, add that in the podcast, because that is us. Our motto is less homophobic, less racist. This is Skylar. She's doing ASMR for you people. Yep, that's how ASMR is done. Skylar, what do you think about going to a Cubs game?
I'm fucking pumped. Cubs, go Cubbies.
Okay.
Go Cubs, go.
Yeah.
Yeah, wonderful. Hank, you have some editing to do.
I just love.
It just blanked out for me. What happened there?
Oh yeah, it was just the end of it. I closed it, but it was just fun. That's Skylar with ASMR.
Dude, yeah, wonderful. And
Good
yeah, the
times.
whole reason half of them were quiet and half of them weren't was because Aaron had a mic that was hooked up to my phone, but the mic didn't work with my phone. So really all that was being picked up was through the bottom of my phone. But, there's still some good shit in there, I think.
We're still working out the tweaks.
You're doing a podcast on your phone? What?
That's how I recorded that interview with the fucking...
Dude, I thought it was the mic.
Oh, well, Sam, shit. I guess Sam is doing his podcast on the phone right now, too. Forgot about that.
Yeah, no, I figured my sarcasm wasn't coming through. But yeah, I heard all that, too. I think that makes the cut.
Yeah, if anybody's wondering, you can just start a podcast with your phone and you'd be all fine. You don't need expensive mics and shit.
No. I will get one. It's just, times are tough. Things are a little pricey. Thanks, Biden. What the fuck?
Just thanks to the government.
Thank you, government. Jeez.
Tell me about it. Buying a house is a pain in the ass.
Yeah, you buying a house, buying a wedding. That'll probably do it.
I have no political affiliation. Just going to throw that out there right now. I am not politically affiliated. I'm just a Chicago sports fan who's talking on a podcast. So
go Chicago. Fuck everything else.
Fuck everything else. You hear that, Sam? Fuck New York.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Dude, those New York Knicks hype videos after they win a playoff game, though, those are the most hype videos I've ever seen. Like, it's just dudes in the streets smoking bongs, like, New York! it's the funniest shit ever. Like, I don't know.
What's really crazy is that video was just taken when they beat Atlanta at home like 4 months ago. So it's not even tonight.
It's just regular. Yeah, okay. That's fucking hilarious.
No, that's it's good to get excited for the teams. I mean, you guys got it on here. I'm learning a lot more about some Chicago history, some
dude,
helmetless era of the NHL, making 502 consecutive starts or whatever the hell he did.
I've got something right now. So, did you guys see the plans for the new Chicago Bears football stadium?
Yes, that is the contention point. It looks cool.
Those look
there is a contention
look very
point, though.
cool.
Well,
What is
here's
the
something
contention point?
that certain team owners might want to pay attention to. They're putting down what, 2.2 billion?
Yeah.
Of the proposed money.
Yeah.
The Bears.
Yeah.
The organization that will play there and make money off of ticket and merchandise advertising sales
Jerry
there.
Reinsdorf? You hear this, Jerry Reinsdorf? You fucking old crotchety piece of shit. Even though, fuck the White Sox, but you need to turn your shit around for the Bulls, dude. I'm pissed.
Well, what Sam's saying is, yes, the Bears are potentially putting down 2.2 billion, right?
Billion
into the stadium. Meanwhile, Jerry's over here asking the city to build him a new White Sox stadium for the free on the taxpayers' dollar. And we won't get into it, but it's just like, yeah, take note.
Dude,
we are into it. Let's go.
He already sold the stadium's rights to U.S. Cellular, which was a fucking hilarious thing at the time also, because you tore down Comiskey Park, a legendary baseball field, to build U.S. Cellular fucking field. Then you rename it Guaranteed Rate Field with a giant red arrow pointing down. What is that? Anyone who drives by your stadium thinks, oh, that team fucking sucks. So,
well, I mean, it's just
they're right.
They just lent out there's just a mortgage. They just mortgaged the stadium to the mortgage company, so that just makes sense.
So it's just Jerry just raking money over them sucking since 2005.
Yeah,
so
it's tough. Yes, Sam, we can get into it. Like,
I'm sorry, Aaron,
every team,
because we're gonna hit this. The White Sox. I try and be optimistic about teams that aren't my own. The White Sox are historically bad. This will be a historically bad year for them, and
possibly the entire MLB.
Hold
it will be the worst team ever.
It will not be surpassed. They will be the worst team probably for the rest of my life this season.
In Aaron's defense, I think, and Aaron, you can de-quote me next session or next episode, whatever. But Aaron was like, I hope they're the worst, because it's like, at least we make history in some manner of respect, and then maybe crawl our way out of it. And if we do crawl our way out of it, then it's like, we know our lowest point, like
it will be all the sweeter. That is true.
Lowest point, right?
And I don't mean this. This is not an attempted rag. I mean, it's just a rag in the fact that it's what is occurring. It is what is happening right now with the team. Yes. So you're right. Embrace it. Say, this is the bottom. I'm going to crawl out, and it can only go up from here. They just won 2 in a row. Maybe I'm dead wrong and they turn it around this season, but the numbers on it, they've actually been punching above their weight
and they have 5 wins. Yes. They have what's their leadoff? Mendick and Nicky Lopez. 2 dudes who can't hit home runs, who have a terrible batting average. Their strikeout percentage is awful. Those are your 2 leadoff hitters. It's a sham. Like,
I mean, that's just what they have to work with, right? Unfortunately, that's just what they have to work with.
It's because Jerry Reinsdorf decided we're gonna have 3 scouts, and we aren't gonna spend any money except to sign Mike Clevenger back.
Ooh, baby.
Oh my goodness. Oh my God. All right, enough on the White Sox. Aaron, again, apologies, dude. Let's go Bears.
But yeah,
how good are the fucking
the
Bears?
The Bears. Like Sam was saying, take note. The Bears are putting in $2.2 billion into a new stadium potentially. Like you're going to make revenue off of it. Invest into your city. Invest into the people, your fans, which you are trying to do. I get it. Obviously, there's other payments that the people need to make. But it's just like
Jerry's too old.
No.
And he thinks he's gonna die soon.
Sure, but regardless, like that's a nice, like, hey, we care about the fans, and that's how it should be because we're the ones that give them revenue.
Well, they also, I don't think they were talking about Arlington. I don't think they wanted to move away from the lakefront. I mean, I wouldn't.
There was
an iconic position.
They hated Lori Lightfoot. That's all it was.
So Arlington was a cool spot because of potential. Like I could see the potential there, but also yes, like you're saying, that they don't want to move away from the city themselves, like lakefront and all that.
They probably hated packing 45,000 in when they could be packing 95,000. I understand that
for sure.
So their new stadium is only going to be able to fit 60,000. Though the plans that it was like 60,000 or something like that.
It's still more now than now.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's around the same, but the stadium is like, it's like they'd have a dome.
Yeah,
the kicking wouldn't be all fucked up. It'd be turf, less injuries.
They can bring in basketball. They can bring in.
Kicking's not gonna be fucked up. They just got that elite punter.
Chicago Fire will probably be there too. Dude, actually, when Marshall was explaining that, our fantasy football commissioner explained the punter move to us because when we drafted a punter and with our
Corey Taylor from Iowa, shout out.
Dude, Iowa, yeah, shout out. This kid's
his
apparently
name,
insane.
Corey Taylor?
Dude,
Corey Taylor.
I was looking at comments.
I was like, that's Slipknot, right?
I was looking at comments. Apparently, he can like control games with his punts.
So I guess we were according to my fantasy football manager, we were one of the worst teams in punts last year. And he, for Iowa, was a contributor in them scoring more points on offense somehow. So pretty cool.
What was it? It was
he was burying people and then they would just run the ball in.
Right. And then fourth down, take ball away. I think it was like, for instance, it's special teams like wins you games. That's an understated quote, but special teams will win you fucking games.
Yeah. And you know, when the Bears take a punter as their 4th pick in the draft, I think everyone automatically is like, well, that was fucking stupid. But it seems like he's the best punter that's come out in a long time.
I mean, we should just go ask Pat McAfee. He's the kicker. Like, he's the kicking guy. He probably knows.
Really? Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, Pat McAfee from the Pat McAfee show?
Yeah,
oh, okay,
dude,
yeah.
I bet
the other one.
I bet, yeah, the other guy. No, I bet you Pat McAfee saw that draft and he was like, "Oh, dude, fuck yeah."
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Whatever makes the Bears better, you know. If we got a better punter, sick, because that's an upgrade. You know, I did love Caleb's text message to him that was like, "Hey, just to let you know, we're not going to be punting a lot this season." So,
no, I don't think they will
so
for a change.
Fast.
You mentioned fantasy. I think DJ Moore, go get him in your drafts. He's going to be a top 5 total wide receiver this year.
DJ Allen,
Swift.
Oh my God,
good running back to have. DeAndre Swift. I also think that. Sam, I will say this. Yeah, I know this is a Chicago sports podcast, but I will say this. Daniel Jones, there's a lot of haters out there, but he did good.
No,
he
I
did
shouldn't say that.
good. In 2022, he was good. And he got injured last year, and you just got yourself Malik Neighbors, pretty solid wide receiver. And I think you also got an offensive line guy, if I'm not mistaken, in this draft. I don't know. You guys did a good draft. I don't think it was bad. Here's what I will say.
We bring it around. That's great.
No, yeah. Let's hear what you got to say. Let's hear what you got to say about that.
Oh no, it's just unfortunate. I should be more disagreeable, but you're right. So I came in saying the Bears just all they needed to do was not fuck it up, and they did that across the board. The Giants did not fuck it up. I don't think that. I think that.
Oh wait, Hank, we're hearing Aaron through your mic.
Is he calling in?
No, he's not calling in. That was my bad. He just actually sent over some audio clips. He interviewed
through the fucking mic, dude.
Yeah, dude. He was interviewing his brother, Chris Johnson, who is a Packers fan, by the way. I don't know how you can have a Packers fan and a Bears fan in the same family. It's insane.
Brothers' war.
Dude, it's a brothers' war. It's insane.
And Sam, also, I'm sorry for cutting you off, dude. My bad. I just heard the pickup of Aaron.
You know what? You keep going.
No worries.
Let me get it set up. I'll bring it over, and then we can listen to it together.
All right. So, Sam, continue. I'm sorry.
No, so the Giants did fine in the draft. I don't think there was any world where they could have vastly improved their outlook through the draft. I think a lot of it is going to be health for Jones. It'll be if the line can stay healthy. Their defense has some holes, which they addressed. They picked up safety, a CB, Phillips, and then safety was Tyler Nubin. These guys look good from what I've seen. Looking at them a little bit, they we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Well, because you guys still have that
I already
tight end,
said
too, who's really good, right? What's his name?
Theo Johnson.
No, he was on your team last year. The tight end who's good, but he got injured
Waller.
last year. Waller, yeah,
Darren Waller.
Yeah.
So they do have weapons.
Now you got Malik Neighbors, you got Waller. Your running back is who after Saquon left?
TBD.
It's to be determined. Well, then you guys are fucked. So
Yeah. I already said so. You can't really go anywhere from they're going to be the worst team in the league.
No,
except
they're not going to be the worst team in the league, dude. I mean, there's always someone who's underperforming and shit. I'm trying to think of who's worse, though.
Yeah, exactly, right? You go through every iteration and say, what do I have as a counter argument? What rhetoric do I have?
Who's on the Saints? Who is the QB of the Saints?
I don't know. They just picked someone up, though.
They picked up a new guy.
But isn't it, what's his fucking name? Dude who has like 10 different accents, who used to play on the Raiders.
Oh, I'll look him up.
He used to be on the Raiders. What's his name?
Carr?
Oh, Derek Carr. Yeah, Derek Carr.
Yeah. He sucks. He fucking sucks. I mean,
no, he's
whatever,
fine. Carr's fine.
He can cry about it.
He might be on this show someday. You know, I'm looking up this and turning it down.
He's not going to be on this show because he fucking sucks and he cries in different accents.
Have you guys noticed something
about...
about...
Caleb Williams cries, too.
Dude, Caleb Williams paints his nails and cries, and he will beat the shit out of the Packers. That's all that matters.
Have you guys noticed something about specific QBs recently?
Caleb, I don't care if you cry. I love you. You're going to do terrific in Chicago. We love you here.
Caleb,
the city's ready for you. Amazing.
I hated on you on the first episode, and I won't apologize until you prove me wrong. So, but I am very pumped.
Beat the Packers, and then we won't shit on.
Beat the Packers, beat the Vikings,
and the Lions,
and the Vikings,
and the Vikings. Yeah.
Yes, and we will be fine.
Just in, we have a little soundbite from our...
Before we do that, can I get another beer real quick?
Yes, you can get another beer. We're gonna pause. We'll be right back.
Quick pause.
All right, so yeah, we got a little side message from Aaron. It's him talking to his brother about the draft day of Caleb Williams and what a Packers fan feels about getting almost decimated this year. Of course, they're in denial, but here it goes. I will get the stream up for you boys so we can listen to this.
Disgusting.
I hope you can hear this when it goes.
Well, Connor, we're not team owners, so we don't understand it as deeply as they do.
Oh, right, yeah, because they're all team owners. Here we go.
I wouldn't want to have to make those calls because, owning the Packers and having to decide who goes on.
Wait. Just restart it.
All right.
Wait, Hank or Sam, what did you just say? Hold on, before you restart it. Sam, what did you say?
Oh, it's hard to make decisions as an owner who to draft because I know everyone who owns the Packers who has a share definitely got called on draft night for each selection.
Yeah.
So having to go through that phone list and decide one by one because you guys own the team and you make the decisions. Of course, it's no way just a revenue generating scam. But
no, yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Actually, to be honest, so.
God damn.
All right, continue with this Packers fans bullshit he's about to say.
Here's Aaron and his brother.
No. Hey, fellas. I'm here with notable Packers fan Chris Johnson. Chris, what do you have to say about the Bears drafting Caleb Williams #1 overall and winning the NFC North for the next 20 years and your Packers being miserable?
Jordan Love is the GOAT. Caleb Williams is arrogant. He's not a team player.
But he's texted all the players that have been drafted in the draft saying that he's excited to play with them. What do you have to say about that?
He's really good at social media. He's a social media guy. He's good for the cameras, but you're going to turn on him by game 6.
Thank you for that. Do you think Aaron Rodgers faked his injury to say he's better than science?
He is better than science.
All right, back to y'all in the studio.
Oh, sorry, yeah. So we also have some draft takes if you guys want them.
Yes, we want them.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Hey, fellas, some draft takes for you. Number 1, I love how big of a personality Caleb is. I know I've said it on this show. I know you guys have heard me talk about it. He's big, he's loud, he's confident, bordering on cocky, but I think that's what we need in Chicago. I think that he's somebody who is has so much character, has so much personality, he's so engaging, and I think that's what we need in Chicago. He can stand up to the media, he can stand up to the pressure, he's unapologetically himself. I think that's exactly what we've been looking for in a quarterback, and I'm so excited about it. What do you guys think?
Yes, what I think, yep. Aaron. Yes.
Yep, word. I agree. I also think I like the little bromance between Rome and Caleb. To me, it's bordering on too much a little bit. I feel like there's some times where I see Rome in some of the clips and he's like, I don't know what to do here. I think that just needs to be organic, and I think it will be if they're two guys that are hanging out with each other all the time. They're gonna grow together. They're gonna learn to be friends. I don't think we need to force it right away. So I think that that needs to slow down.
I mean, yeah, totally.
Thoughts? What do you guys think?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, Aaron, are you live right now?
Yeah. No,
he's doing it as a joke.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. And then I think punter at 4, we got Torrey Taylor out of Iowa. Dude is a weapon. Aussie guy. I saw a tweet that his girlfriend's from Chicago. That's pretty cool. But he's sick. We got him at 4, so that's a little rich for a little bit of people. But I think that obviously there's holes within our team, whether it be edge, though we kind of addressed that in the 5th round. Maybe a little bit of depth on the line. But I think a punter is something we needed, and it's something that's very important to the team. And so I really like that pick, and apparently he's one of the best punt prospects to come out in recent times. So that's sick. And I do love that Caleb texted him right away. Caleb, being hey, we're not going to punt that much. Funny. I like that. But I like that he's becoming a leader of this team. You know what I mean? He's texting players. He's reacting on Twitter to undrafted free agents. He's all in on he is a Bears player, and he is the Bears. And he is going to promote the Bears brand beyond what even the Bears brand does. So he's a superstar that is a Bears player, and he cares about the Bears brand as much as his own. And I love that. So that's really cool. Also, kind of building upon that, he surpassed Caitlin Clark to set the record for rookie jersey sales, which is sick. I think that, there's all this talk of like, oh, he doesn't want to play in Chicago. Oh, like he's, maybe this isn't the right place for him, blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up. I think that we, as a fan base, show that we have been craving a superstar quarterback. And as soon as we got a taste of one, we are eating it up. Like, we are in full support mode. And I think that, like, a superstar quarterback is probably one of the biggest pieces of untapped potential in professional sports. Like, Chicago is a massive, massive sports market. We've never had a superstar quarterback, at least at this level. Justin was great. And again, we love Justin. So, like, we really love our quarterbacks, at some of them, I guess. But, like, we are putting our full weight behind Caleb. He feels that, and I think that, like, it's just going to continue to grow. If this guy wins games, like, he's going to become a god. And so, like, the money that he's going to, like, bring in, the money that he's going to make himself, like, it's just a superstar quarterback is insane for the city of Chicago, I think, which is football crazy. Speaking of Caleb still, I know you guys probably earlier in the episode have talked about how you're all over draft fashion. You guys
Definitely
are two
haven't talked
fashionable
about
guys
that.
yourselves.
I didn't think I didn't like his draft fit. Yep.
I did not like Caleb's draft fit. I thought it was kind of weird, to be honest. Like, it gave me like
I don't know about
Hunger
that.
Games, Capital,
President Snow vibes, Capital.
President
wow.
Snow vibes. Does that make sense? Felt weirdly
What?
like military uniform-ish, but that's okay. He's doing him. I thought Rome looked amazing. Very like classic, very like suave, swaggy, very cool. The other thing about Rome, I think, is that favorite
Pretty
childhood
sick.
player being
Pretty
Devin
sick.
Hester. That's sick. Also, the guy we drafted, local kid from Hinsdale Central, his favorite player is Devin Hester. And so the first game that these guys will play as a Chicago Bear, as a professional football player, will be in Devin Hester's Hall of Fame game in Canton. We, as Bears fans, are lucky enough to get that game, which is kind of cool. Like, honestly, Caleb might not even play. I think he should play maybe like a series, maybe, but that's sick. Like, that's their favorite player growing up. That's who inspired them to be great football players, and the fact that they're able to play and honor Devin Hester is amazing. As a Devin Hester jersey guy myself, I think that's going to be so sick. Very much looking forward to it. And yeah, that's all my thoughts. Miss you fellas. Hope the pod's going good, and let's get after it. This is going to be a great fucking Bears year. And let's do it. Let's do it. All full steam ahead. Everybody get on board. Let's fucking enjoy the shit out of this, because this is potentially one of the greatest eras of Bears football that we'll ever experience. We say that a lot, but I truly feel it this time. And yeah, talk to
It's
you
that
fellas.
fucking
We say that a
hopium,
lot,
dude.
for sure.
That fucking hopium, dude.
Dude, yes, I love it. Aaron, that was great. I'm gonna quote the fabulous Antonio Brown. Caitlin Clark, she looks like she keeps it hairy. So
Oh my god. Is that what? Wait, what?
Antonio Brown said that on Twitter. I do not stand by those comments, but it is fucking hilarious. So
Oh, yeah, where to start with that? Caitlin is terrific. I'm happy for her. Great.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope she
I am
keeps
Also,
that.
how did Aaron in a call-in hit on more cognizant points than we've hit in 2 hours on the show so far?
Well, because he actually is doing research, and we're sitting here like, let's have beers and shoot the shit.
Yeah, he's out. He's
Maybe.
out in the field. Out in the field.
He's out in the field. Also, his brother needs to fucking ride with that shit, dude. But no, he made some good points. A lot of Packer fans hating on Caleb, and I totally see it with the arrogance and it comes off as kind of, and I get it. I'm not the biggest fan of all that, but like, if he backs it up and he turns into Michael Jordan, let's fucking go, baby. You know what I'm saying? Hank's
They
leaving.
did make Chris. You made some good points. Thank you for coming on as well.
Yes,
Aaron,
thank
you're the
you.
man.
Thank you, Chris. You are our second guest, and thank you very much. It was very nice to hear an alternate perspective of someone who, just likes to fuck cheese or something. So, yeah.
Well, you talk about arrogance. That's fine. I actually think it's a fair point to make that not everybody's going to do well in certain markets. Caleb, we'll see how he does in the Chicago market. I think fans will embrace him immediately. There will certainly be grumbling if he struggles, but that's every team.
Chicago media
Basically,
also
since
is
time
ruthless.
immemorial.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
So the thing is, I mean, like, to compound on your comment there, Sam and Connor, Chicago media, like, I don't know if it's like they listen to fans or whatever, but for some reason, the second you like don't produce, it's like open season. It's insane.
Yeah. Yep. Well, maybe this episode has gone on for almost 2 hours now. Maybe we cut this in two and we do a part 1 and a part 2.
I accidentally actually hit stop recording, so we're like probably like an hour and a half in right now.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah, we're good. Sick.
Well,
I think our other ones
I'll tell
were
you
about
what.
that.
I'll come back on whenever you boys want to have me. Give me. That's a lot of good stuff at the end from Aaron and Chris. Good points made by both of them on it.
Yes, definitely. Actually, I mean, shit, we should fucking go into it a little bit, right? Did you have us recording right there?
Yeah, I got everything. We're good.
Oh, okay, cool. We're good. Sick.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I thought you meant you had stopped it.
No.
Okay.
The first recording, I accidentally like hit stop recording because I was gonna pause it for a second. But the first one, yeah, the first one's like an hour and 45 or something like that, and we're 15 minutes into this one, so we're at like 2-hour mark.
Oh, okay, cool, sick.
But yeah,
Sam, thank you very much for coming on. Always a blast. Had a blast.
Well,
very fun.
We will bring you back on probably in September when the Yankees are playing the Cubs, to be honest.
Yeah, well, that for sure. Maybe even before that. Who knows?
Well, you guys, you know how I think you guys are golden, and this is fantastic. Some of the best listening I've had for. It's only episode 3 now. I thought there were more than that.
No, it's just 3. Trying to do at least 2 a week or every 2 weeks. But life gets in the way of things.
Yeah, we've been busy. It's okay. People in the comments, spew your venom. It's okay. Well,
I think I'll be seeing you guys in a bit anyway.
Yeah.
So. Keep it tight till then.
For sure.
Yeah, 3 weeks from now, I'll be seeing all you boys, and we'll be having a great time.
Yeah, Connor's going to get married. He's getting locked down. I'm already locked down. Then Aaron's getting locked down in 2025. You know how it goes.
Sam's locked down. He's got 2 kids. He's a fucking loving dad and a beautiful person.
What? I got 2 kids?
No.
Nah,
what, you got 2 kids or something?
I better go get them.
Beautiful times, boys.
This has been wonderful. But Hank, end the recording.
All right, we're out of here. This is Halas Beer Hall. We'll see you guys next time.
Halas Beer Hall, baby.
Shut up. What about the black people? Here, have a quarter and make a phone call. Get your mouth shut.
The golden pipes are back. If you ever interrupt me again, I'm going to smack you.
Well, a lot of things happened today, and they were all great, and they were all thrilling, and they were all dramatic. Too bad we couldn't have had.
Hot afternoon, it's a day game. Do you ever pound down some buds?
Well,
while you're calling a game, Harry, do you ever do that?
Now, David,